Yeah, here we go, game one. It's Mawkzy versus Vati. Mawkzy starting off his group with a crushing win. Vatira on the receiving end of a very close loss to Rawas. Now looking to regain, rebound, and get back into the running. Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is the first time that they've 1v1'd. I'm trying still to find Vatira's RL Jules page just to check. It's definitely the first time that they've matched up in Salt Mine 3. We've seen Mawkzy versus Zen, we've seen Vatira versus Zen, but this is the one French matchup, all French matchup, that we haven't seen. And Vatira trying to give Mawkzy a taste of his own medicine to kick things off. That wasn't quite the power that he was looking for. And Mawkzy gets the opening goal. Oh, actually, I have found there was one match that these two have played in the past. Yeah, Fear looks like he's hosted a Mawkzy versus Vatira match. When was this? This was in September. So they've played somewhat recently, actually. And it looks like Mawkzy came out with the win there. So the one time that they played in the past, Mawkzy did get the win. And yeah, Mawkzy, I'm sure, is going to be back with a vengeance after a disappointing... I mean, anything's disappointing if it's not a win in a 1v1 tournament for Mawkzy, and he didn't win the last Sage Assault Mine 3, so now he is back better than ever, I'm sure. 2-0, Mawkzy up on Vati already. You know, stylistically, this should be a pretty good matchup for Mawkzy, because Vatira likes to be really aggressive with his challenges. Mawkzy's one of the hardest players to challenge in 1v1. Of course, he's got that flick from distance. The speed that he can generate on the flick is probably the scariest in the world. And it's not just the flick as a shot, but also just his ball control on the ground in general. He's very difficult to challenge. So Vatira he's got to find a nice balance in this matchup between his aggression and his reactive defense. That's some good reactive defense there by Vatira. Secures the back corner boost after a pretty effortless save on Mawkzy's first aerial play. And out into the air goes Vatira. He's looking mechanical, he's looking physical, and he has scored his first goal of the game. I think Vatira, as an individual, recently has looked unreal. I feel like the fact that he wasn't considered by most to be the best player in the world at the end of the last RLCS season is just completely, you know, reinvigorated him. He was already putting work into improving in the game, and now it's even more so. He just looks more mechanical than ever, looks better than ever, looks more confident than ever. I've been incredibly impressed with his natural ability for 1v1, but also his continued improvement on top of that to continue to rise up through the ranks. Vatira finds a way to stop Mawkzy's attack and actually dispossess him. Mawkzy, dangerous on the ground as ever. He's always going to be that guy with the ground game. Lovely turn after the demo. Mawkzy even playing around the potential for a respawn. That's ridiculous that he's considered this. Notice that he didn't go for the direct shot on net. He actually chipped the ball middle just in case Vatira spawned and got a save with his first touch. Yeah, Vatira's passion to win is unbelievable. His competitive drive is amazing. I think he's, you know, a phenomenal guy for the scene. He's got a lot of people who criticize him because he's very competitive, and he's very proud of his achievements. But I love it. I'm so, you know, glad that players like Vatira exist, not just on the pitch but also off the pitch. It's just far more interesting when somebody cares as much as he does. A lot of players try to act too cool for school and act like they don't care, but Vatira obviously does care a lot. He's missed an opportunity there. That was a very tough one, to be fair. Didn't even want to go for the shot at the near post, Vatira. That gave it up to Mawkzy on the counter. 4-1 to Mawkzy, who's had an absolutely flying start to today. 3-0 against Atto. The game scores there were 9-6, 7-3, and 7-5, so no one-goal games, no overtimes. And he's doing a similar sort of thing to Vatira here as well. Oh, what a reset fake by Mawkzy. 5-1. That was convincing. Wins the kickoff. Gets a flip reset pretty early. And then just fakes it and lets it bounce underneath Vatira. Mawkzy bringing his A game to the salt mine. He may be everybody's pick to win this. I mean, I think he's probably the odds-on favorite to win the entire thing. Not sure if you guys would agree with that. Obviously, there's quite a lot of players who could win this whole thing. Anyone who gets top 8 in Europe is going to have a good chance. But I think if I had to allocate percentages to all of the players who are likely to get top 8, I think Mawkzy would get the biggest percentage. He missed that boost though. Vatira's gone top corner. Mawkzy does a great job to save it and get some distance on it. Vatira's outplayed him on the turnaround though, so that boost miss by Mawkzy has cost him in the extended play. Vatira's still in with a chance to win this one if he can win some kickoffs at the tail end of this game. Goes for a very late fake there. Actually has to concede his back corner boost as a result, but Mawkzy couldn't get the attack going before Vatira grabbed the back corner boost to the other side. And Mawkzy's missed the ball. Oh my goodness. Well, Vatira's definitely in with a shot to win this. It's a mistake by Mawkzy, and such an uncharacteristic one as well. He's so well known for taking the ball back to his corner. But this time when he tried to do that, he just completely missed the ball. It's a 2-goal game with over a minute left on the clock. Vatira looking for the direct kickoff goal. Mawkzy wins the race to the boost, but he gets tripped up on his landing, and Vatira has scored. Mawkzy played for the wave dash on his landing, but he wave dashed right in front of Vatira, got pit maneuvered, and now Vatira's within 1. What a comeback this has been. He might go for the goal here. No, can't even think about it. Mawkzy's demoed him. Mawkzy trying to set up a shot threat with his first touch. It's another mind game. Oh, he's just so convincing with these. Mawkzy's already mind gamed Vatira for 1 goal from the air. Now he does it from the ground as well. Huge fake ground shot from the bounce dribble, and you know that really illustrates the power of not just bounce dribbling, but bounce dribbling with a shot threat. Vatira takes the next kickoff under control. Mawkzy, despite the fact that he's not got any boost, still such a quick player. Oh my goodness. The burst of speed that Mawkzy just produced with no boost. Something Vatira could not see coming. And it's back up to a 3-goal difference with 37 seconds to go. That's a strong kickoff by Mawkzy. That probably puts this game beyond all doubt. Vatira has to score with very little boost at his disposal, and he can't do it. Mawkzy keeping control of the ball in defense with a double tap off his own back corner, and even lands on top of Vatira's follow-up shot as well. So that will be game 1 going to Mawkzy. He's in a 4-game winning streak today. Vatira denies him the pogo shot clip, but Mawkzy's work for this game is done. Vatira might try and get one more for the road. No, he's going to go off the wall for it. He's not happy with an open net from the ground. Vatira wants the backboard double. Ah, he's been denied. Great try though. That would have been spectacular, of course. But it's Mawkzy 1-0. Actually finished 3rd place in both of his group stage runs so far in Salt Mine 3. Mawkzy has really, he came to life in the playoffs for stage 1 and then had to just settle for top 6 in stage 2. That is a pretty good flick, isn't it? Vatira is completely out of position to handle it. And it really does make you wonder what the future of Rocket League holds when everybody finally catches up to Mawkzy with the flick game. Pogo shot pretty slow there by Mawkzy. Vatira faked the boost grab, instead goes straight down the middle. It's great spacing here by Vatira. Mawkzy has intercepted him. Vatira up into the air. He's already scored 1 bump on Mawkzy. This is just a flip reset this time though. I say this is just a flip reset, not because that's a bad thing. Vatira mixing things up. No physical play this time. You can see that's something Mawkzy was probably scared of. He backed all the way back to his net there to try and dodge any potential air dribble bump Vatira could be going for. Vatira used that space to set up the flip reset instead. Vatira going to go to his back corner. We really are starting to see this more and more. I think that the rise in popularity of full pitch air dribbles has got everybody wanting to dribble the ball back more than ever. Vatira's been popped out of position here. Mawkzy's going to beat him to the second ball. Even going to demo Vatira in the back corner. A bit careless there by Vatira, flipping right beside Mawkzy. It's 1-1. Demo in the back corner. Another quick conversion by Mawkzy before Vatira can respawn. Johnny, do you think pros will get to Mawkzy's level flicks eventually? Definitely, yeah. What Mawkzy's doing now, one day will be considered the norm, and there will be a new, peak for players like Mawkzy who are really pushing the boundaries forward with flicks. But yes, I think in the future that will just be considered normal for sure. Vatira's messed up his control there with his somewhat open net. I think it was just an open net if he got a perfect first touch. Mawkzy's going to take the ball to the back corner. Oh, Vatira goes for the demo on him anyway. That's kind of like the pinch demo we saw apparently Jack use a bunch in the Salt Mine NA promo relegation tournament. Very all-in move there. If you miss it, then your opponent can just keep on rolling with the momentum they've got, and you're just going to slam yourself into the wall. And Vatira makes it work. Cuts the corner, and demos Mawkzy again. No mistake in the follow-through that time. Aerial shot by Vatira. Goes wide. It's Mawkzy with control at the far post. Off the wall he goes. Reset secured, and the double tap looks good. Oh no, he's hit the bar with it. Well, Mawkzy hit that one very early. Maybe a bit too early. He didn't have the angle to work with. Still trailing. Hook shot to the far post there from Mawkzy. Vatira spotted it. He's looking for the air dribble bump himself. No, bails out. So, yeah, good recovery there by Vatira. I think he realized that his actual air dribble wasn't on target, so no point in continuing with the bump if the air dribble is just going to hit the bar anyway. And Vatira air dribbling near ceiling height with the reset. Fakes the flick, lets the ball bounce out a little bit closer, and then commits for the top corner finish. Vatira completely faked out Mawkzy there. And then he went for the ball when Mawkzy thought Vatira would back off. Vatira reading Mawkzy like a book and putting himself up by 2. And this really does show, I think, just how open the Salt Mine 3 finals are going to be for Europe. Any player who gets into that final, top 8, could make a tournament-winning run and make a case for themselves as the best 1v1 player in the world. I'm sure Daniel would have something to say about that after his recent win against Nas. It's a much better game though by Vatira. He's not been caught out by Mawkzy anywhere near as much as the first game. He's gone for a pinch in his own back corner here. That does send the ball long, but concedes possession. Mawkzy with a slow approach on the ground. Air dribbles, looks for the bump. Vatira dodges and dispossesses and stays well away from danger in the following seconds as well. Can Vatira make it 4? No, he can't. It's Mawkzy who quite easily saves it, in fact, and that might be 2 all in for Vatira. He wanted to follow through there, but actually hit the ball too far in front of him. And Mawkzy's within 1 with a whole lot of time left in the game. Vatira with control after the next kickoff though. This time he just shoots first time. He's hoping Mawkzy would pre-jump, anticipating an air dribble. Real fight in the midfield here. Vatira comes out on top. Got vision on Mawkzy. Quick look behind him. Ceiling shot, Vatira. And it's in to make it 4-2. Vatira with the good old-fashioned ceiling shot here. No need to complicate that one. The ball was sitting pretty far and Mawkzy forced to go. Or at least decided to go. I guess he wasn't forced, but Vatira saw him coming. And now the delayed kickoff has got him a very good position afterwards as well. Mawkzy shoots first time. Vatira with the save and a fluid recovery to secure a back corner boost and begin the chase down the line. Vatira going to continue that chase all the way to Mawkzy's backboard. I really do wonder, will we see... Oh, what a recovery by Vatira there. Will we see more delayed kickoffs, especially against Mawkzy? He's the guy most known for his wave dash recovery kickoff in Europe. And Vatira and other players could be using the delayed kickoffs to counter him. I wonder if anybody's going to try the variation apparently Jack was using in the NA promo relegations, where you turn sideways when you reach the ball. Very interesting to see the kickoff meta being adapted, being added to even now. Oh, Mawkzy's hit the bar here and it's bounced down. Well, that was a chance to keep it interesting at the end, but I think he's just lost game 2 with that miss. Vatira looking to make it 6, and he does. And yeah, that miss from Mawkzy has cost him the game. Well, unless he can come back 4 goals in 22 seconds. I suppose if anyone can, it would be him. Vatira tried Jack's kickoffs versus Ruas. You mean he tried the delayed kickoff where you turn sideways versus Ruas? There's still so many other kickoff strategies pros could be doing. You know, probably the most interesting ones to me that haven't really been incorporated by anyone except, you know, really just one player are Dark's fake kickoff and the slight offset spawn, the inverted half flip kickoff, and also Scrubkilla's kickoff where he kind of uses a reverse 45 degree block, reverse 45 degree flip to block the ball. I think that one's very powerful and underutilized in the meta. But we're tied 1-1 here between Mawkzy and Vatira. Remember, game differential is very important with tiebreakers in this tournament. That's a monster clear by Vatira. He scored it from his own back wall. Well, there's a nice tutorial on the half volley wall clear. Vatira absolutely booms it with a side flip. If you're going to try that one at home, remember that you need to side flip in the direction that will take you away from the wall, not the direction that will flip you into the wall that you're trying to half volley the ball off. It's you know, a phenomenal technique because you're getting, you know, the cumulative effect of the bounce and your dodge into the ball. That's why you can really propel the ball such great distances from that position. What does half volley mean? Half volley, well, I guess that would be different terms in different sports, wouldn't it? A half volley is when you let the ball bounce before you hit it. A volley is where you hit the ball before it bounces. What would that be called in American sports? There's got to be some American sport that has a half volley in it, but they probably just call it something different. Maybe someone in chat can help me out here. Oh, it's the same thing? Yeah, I guess some people don't follow sports that have half volley terminology though, so yeah, that's what it is. You're letting the ball bounce and then you're hitting it. When you're half volleying on the ground, you get the you know, the upward trajectory of the bounce to work with. Nice conversion there by Vatira. Off Mawkzy's back wall with patience. Very strong block before that as well. Means the same thing, but you guys don't really use the term as much. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a very, very powerful strategy to use on your own back wall, your own back corner wall. Those are the walls that your opponents are going to be smacking the ball into the most often. So if you can position yourself to read that, oh my word, Vatira's just pinched the ball faster than any other pitch I've seen in this tournament. That's 109 kph full pitch, pinched by Vati. Mawkzy was at the halfway line and it went over him in the blink of an eye. Thunderous striking from his own half in the third game. He scored from his own back corner, from his own back wall in this game. Mawkzy's going to really need to think twice before advancing too far up the field, and he's also scored 2 from point blank range as well. So Mawkzy will trail by 2 goals. That was a drive kickoff there by Mawkzy. He just drove into the ball to try and deflect it into the back corner, but he got completely crushed by Vatira's follow through. This could put Mawkzy in a very tricky position. He's still got to play against Ruas in this group, who's had his number as of late. Still got to play against Drally in this group as well, who's always seemingly had Mawkzy's number. Yeah, no, Mawkzy started well, but every other player in the group is giving him problems. Vatira elevating to new levels. Mawkzy still has time though in this game. Vatira with a very early pre-jump. Mawkzy's brought the ball back down to the ground. Vatira actually used all of his boost there. Mawkzy's missed. Well, that was a great chance. Vatira's going again with a pinch and he's on target again. But Mawkzy backed off sufficiently to stop it this time. I mean, that's what Vatira's earned there. He's actually caused Mawkzy to back down more than he probably wants to. Mawkzy loves to get in his opponent's faces. He loves to deny them any space and time on the ball. But Vatira, with these heavy hits from defense, has got Mawkzy backing down now, and that's going to give him space to work with in his future plays. Oh, what a confident rebound. Vatira has just completely popped off in this game. Crushes Mawkzy in the challenge. A little wave dash to pop the ball to the backboard. Zero wasted time with the finish as well. What a game for Vatira this is turning out to be. Zen got swept? No way. Did Naupo actually get his first win against Zen with a sweep? It's wide open right now in Salt Mine 3. Vatira fakes the boost grab. Mawkzy still able to pop it over him. Just inside half-time. And Mawkzy does get on the board. That was a interesting idea there from Vatira. He didn't fake a challenge, he faked the boost grab and then turned around to rush a challenge, but Mawkzy was ready for that one. Looks like Vatira is going to take control after the next kickoff. Oh, what a move though by Mawkzy. Perfectly predicted Vatira's movement, demos him again, and now he's got a great spot for himself. Wants the air dribble bump, gets it, and Mawkzy's coming back. The demos have just been pouring in from Mawkzy in this game. Now 4 demos to 0 against Vati in this game. And Vati loves to demo himself. He loves to, use the physical game to his advantage. But Mawkzy has caught him out of position. Well, infinitely more than he has in this game. Vatira saving Mawkzy's top left corner flick there. I think Mawkzy's still going to get a goal past him though. Effective 50 in the back corner. Vatira couldn't roll with it, and Mawkzy has tied the game. Vatira looking to 50-50 the ball middle there. It's always risky when you're on low boost to do that. It's a very aggressive idea, but if your opponent is moving in that direction, then they can just continue to score, of course. Mawkzy slow play, wanted the bump on Vatira again. Vatira saw that one come in and now plays it to his own back corner. And Mawkzy finds a way into the play again, and it's 6-5. What a comeback by Mawkzy from 5-2 down. Vatira will be pretty disappointed with that defensive touch to his own back corner though. He'll be even more annoyed that he fell for the low 50. Mawkzy so efficient. Vatira will tie the game with a kickoff goal though. He's playing everybody close today, Vatira. It was game 5 of the Rawas. Now he's looking like he's going to go the distance with Mawkzy as well. What a player he is. Somebody who picked up 1v1 around about the same time Zen did, if you're not familiar with Vatira's 1v1 run. He didn't, go on a massive win streak like Zen did, but he did show immediate affinity to the game mode. I think it makes sense because he's just so mechanical, Vatira. He knows that mid boost is about to appear. Gets it, as it does. Successful fake challenge by Vatira. Gets Mawkzy to flick the ball from a harmless distance, but Mawkzy's not going to leave Vatira to have the ball for free here. Vatira's having to fight for it. He's successfully done so. Mawkzy missed a mid boost. Vatira building up some speed, sets up the air dribble bump, and clatters Mawkzy out the way. It's a mid boost miss for Mawkzy, and a costly one at that. That gave Vatira the space to build up some speed with his attack. Mawkzy almost dodged him, but not enough. Atto 3-0 Drally? No way, did he actually? Did Atto just get his first win in Salt Mine 3? Yes, he did. Well, Salt Mine 3 main event. What a result for Atto, who only found out he's going to be playing this stage yesterday. And he's just 3-0 Drally. That's amazing. This group is about to be wide open. Atto, Vatira, and Joria's all lost in the first round. And now they're all looking phenomenal in round 2. It absolutely could be a 6-way tie for first after this round is done. Mawkzy's about to make it 7 for himself. Vatira's on 8 though, while we're talking about Atto's success. Well played, Atto. That's a great result. Can Vatira make it 2 games in a row against Mawkzy? He's been explosive today, but he's got to be careful here. He's only got 12 boosts to his name. Mawkzy backs him up into the corner. He's got momentum with his dribble. Wants to pop bump, but Vatira stops him on the line. Perfect timing by Vatira. The counter-attack goal is good. What a save by Vatira. He waited until the ball was 90% across the line and stopped it. After escaping Mawkzy's landing attempt, he tried to just sit on him. Vatira gets away and surely now has won game 3. Oh, never mind. He might actually give Mawkzy a chance here. Yep, he's given Mawkzy a chance. Oh, well, I mean, if he got the pinch, he would have won the game. It would have probably wasted enough time, but it passed the ball straight to Mawkzy. So there was technically no worse play in the position. He gave the ball away about as accurately and precisely as you could, but you should still be winning here. That's a good kickoff for Vatira. Mawkzy's got boost, but Vatira just has to get this into the ground, and he does so. So it's going to be 2-1 Vatira. Gets a conversion, and he is looking to give Mawkzy his first loss of the stage. Toxic all sweeps in Group B. TRK is currently 6-0 on the day. He's sitting top of Group B after 2 rounds. And oh wow, well, we're going to get a goal for Mawkzy immediately here. Vatira wanted to delay the kickoff here and get some kind of follow-through block. That's very interesting. So if Mawkzy hits the ball into him, I think Vatira is trying to get one touch and then, get more touches after. But Mawkzy didn't hit the ball into him, so we didn't get to find out how that works, or if that can actually work. Look how far back Mawkzy is, thanks to Vatira's pinches in the last game. It's so rare to see Mawkzy defending from this distance, but Vatira's got the whole pitch to play with because of the investments that he made last game. Scaring Mawkzy with the pinches from his own back corner with pretty much max power. And even if you can't pinch the ball like Vatira can, it's still a very instructional thing to pay attention to. If you can, hit the ball hard over your opponent's head, and this works in 1s, 2s, and 3s, any game, if you can just hit the ball hard over your opponent's head a couple times, they will have to respect your ability to do that for the rest of the game. Oh, brilliant recovery bump by Vatira. Good turnaround as well to stay active in the play. Mawkzy's perfectly controlled that though, and he does dart around Vatira to steal the boost, or secure the boost I should say, and put himself up 2-1. Vatira looking for activity but couldn't catch up to Mawkzy there. He's dropped off Woo in the chat here. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe he thought he got a demo. Mawkzy denies the boost steal. Vatira panic flips. Well, that's wide open for Mawkzy. He knows it's wide open as well. Good vision. Well, what was this by Vatira? Looks like he just rushed himself as he was trying to pounce on the half chance. Wonder if Vatira's getting a little bit nervous knowing that Atto is watching him in the Twitch chat. Good pre-flips to secure the boost in the back corner. Vatira fakes to take it back. Instead, looking to get the attack going quickly. That's beautiful by Vatira. What an outplay. Back within 1 with a fake air dribble into a pop, and then a finish before Mawkzy can get back. Huge kickoff win there for Vatira. In fact, it's a kickoff goal for Vatira against Mawkzy. That's pretty rare to see. Mawkzy tried to push the ball around the outside of him. Vatira brushed it into the sidewall. And he actually did that with a wave dash option as well. So, I mean, it really shows the power that the wave dash recovery kickoff can get. You can even get goals with it if you pick your angle correctly. Now Mawkzy straight down the middle. Oh, beautiful pop. Holds his position as well. And Vatira will compliment him in the chat for that one. I think that's probably genuine. Using that, backward element of the flick to not just pop the ball into the crossbar, but also to hold his car in position so that he can actually follow up quickly. Vatira backs Mawkzy up into the back wall. Some great pathing at the edge of the box here for Vatira. He knows that back corner boost is going to spawn, so plays the 50 into that angle. Mawkzy's completely out of boost here. Vatira went for the top corner and missed, but that was a goal if he hit the target. Vatira still looking extremely effective in the match today. Full pitch air dribble off the back wall. Reset for Vatira. Uncontested. Pre-flip. Oh, he just didn't get the double. It bounced down. And that's going to give it to Mawkzy. That was a great try from Vatira. A bit lower and he scores a bit higher and he has the double. As is though, Mawkzy will lead by 2 goals. Oh, I should probably mention actually, because we have had a slight schedule change later on today. If you're wondering when, or if you're waiting for Vatira's last match of the day today against Joria's, or if you're waiting for Joria's last match of the day against Vatira, as Mawkzy's missed an open net. Vatira probably thought he was scoring though and left the ball. Yeah, we've moved Vatira versus Joria's to tomorrow. So unlike the other group stages for Salt Mine 3, where the final matches of each group will finish at the same time, tomorrow it's going to be 1 round different for Vatira and Joria's. Vatira wasn't available to play at the end of today, so we've just moved to take the shot saves with Mawkzy. I'm not sure what Mawkzy is going for here. Maybe a bit aggressive, but I'm sure Vatira won't mind. Well, let's see what Vatira can do with the second half of the game. It's going to be Mawkzy with the first kickoff win. Oh, he's missed the boost though by an absolute mile. What on earth is this by Mawkzy? He had all the time in the world, but he just misses the boost. Oh, he failed his landing wave dash. And that was not necessary. He had so much space. He could have just driven into it. I mean, obviously he usually gets the vast majority of those right, but he spun out, and that gives Vatira the goal, not just a boost. It gives him a goal instead of a Mawkzy possession. Huge mistake by Mawkzy. Vatira looking to turn this one around at midfield. Mawkzy back into control, but not for long. Can Vatira tie with his first try? He's going straight down the middle here. Light angle to create the flick chance. Mawkzy forces him back to midfield. Not that Vatira will mind. This is just as good of a position for a player like him. Early reset. That one's a lot easier. He even hits it on the rebound without looking. Vatira ties the game in style. Mawkzy merely a spectator on that one. Game diff could be everything here. Vatira can 3-1 Mawkzy. That gives him a great chance of making a push for top 2 in this group. But Mawkzy's dispossessed him here, and he has accurately struck this. Vatira didn't get back into the game for too long. Extremely aggressive wave dash recovery 50-50 there, attempted by Vatira. Right in front of Mawkzy's goal. Maybe not the right place to be doing that. Vatira will defend the mid boost after the kickoff, and he should be scoring. Indeed he is. Vatira keeps his calm here. He wins the race to the mid boost. Mawkzy was behind him, threatening a bump. Vatira was able to shrug it off and immediately score. And Mawkzy with the advantage. Just a little bit of boost to work with. Vatira pops it into his own crossbar. Mawkzy's got a lot of boost to work with now. Perfect first touch and a goal. They're just flying in at either end now. Mawkzy 8-7. That was a very awkward save for Vatira actually. He wanted to hit that into his own crossbar so that he'd have it bounce down into a position that he could get to quickly. Instead it's bounced upwards. Will Vatira tie again? Here he comes off the sidewall. Lean back reset. Effortless. Mind game. Shut down by Mawkzy. Vatira pinches it middle though. He is not done. Double tap. Sets up. And goal with another no-look finish. Mawkzy got a piece of it, but Vatira has just scored 2 no-look rebounds in one game. Honestly, a very good try to intercept that from Mawkzy's POV, but Vatira is really feeling it this game. Really feeling it this series. This is the guy who's currently 9th place in points overall, and just shows the depth of talent that EU 1v1 and Mino 1v1 has right now. Vatira has possession now with a massive boost advantage. He's got Mawkzy retreating, he's got Mawkzy in vision. Vatira flicks it over him and in to take the lead. Ball cam dribbling by Vatira so he could see exactly where Mawkzy was. I think that crossbar bounce was necessary. Mawkzy would have had a touch on that, but Vatira's placement was absolutely perfect. In off the bar, past Mawkzy on the goal line. 9-8. Now Mawkzy's turn off the wall. Standard air dribble blocked by Vatira. No demos in the landing here. Vatira able to stay on the ball. He actually showed restraint there, not using a wave dash. Oh, he's been outplayed though. Mawkzy will tie the game 9-all with a huge cut in field. Vatira came lunging in off the wall. Mawkzy snuck it underneath him. What a game and what a series this is starting out to be. 16 shots this game for Vatira, 11 for Mawkzy. It's Mawkzy's bump that creates the next opportunity though. That's going to be 10. Oh, what a goal. Vatira would have had a free touch on the ball, but Mawkzy cuts him off and turns around to score before Vatira could get back. 10-9. Absolutely ridiculous goal scoring ability by both players. It looks like Mawkzy might be able to control this for the remainder of the game though. Just about has it. He could in fact make it 11 for himself if he gets this one in a hurry. He can't do it. Vatira's there. Mawkzy tries to waste the remaining time, but he does concede possession in the process. Vatira up into the air with the air dribble. He's over Mawkzy. Can he rebound? No, he can't. Mawkzy just got a piece of him as Vatira air dribble past. I think that was enough to cause Vatira to miss the rebound. My goodness, so what a game. 10-9. When it matters most. Vatira up 1-0 early, 5 seconds gone. It's, really Vatira who needs this win more, of course. If he wants to continue pushing for a top 4 seed in the Salt Mine 3 finals. Mawkzy's not completely clear in that regard either. What an interception by Vatira. He's up 2-0 early. Mawkzy took a bit too long with his near post opportunity. Vatira intercepts and scores on the counter. Looks like Vatira is messing with the timing of his kickoff in this last game. That could be crucial. If he saved that till now, and a flick puts him up by 3. Well, Vatira has started perfectly in this game. Immaculate timing with the flick there. And it will be Mawkzy in need of yet another comeback. This is a good way to start it though. Mawkzy with the wave dash cut. Vatira is just completely in his face though, not giving Mawkzy any space to dribble with at all. Vatira even wins that back corner boost. And another impressive flick by him will force Mawkzy into a defensive posture. Perfect first touch by Vatira. Second touch not so much. But he's still able to beat Mawkzy to the follow-up ball. Mawkzy's miles out of the game here. Vatira's double tap in the open net. And now Mawkzy's back. Vatira may have expected Mawkzy to be back more quickly there. He might have been anticipating Mawkzy to try and read the initial touch and pre-jump. Mawkzy didn't have the option of doing that. He wasn't even back for that. So that really played off in Mawkzy's favor. It might have been, Vatira trying to clip on him, but it may also have just been Vatira overestimating Mawkzy's recovery in that position. Still not the game that Mawkzy needs right now. This is a very messy game by his standards, and Vatira's almost made it 4 there for the second time. Mawkzy still without a goal almost 2 minutes in. Will the flick give it to him? No, it won't. Vatira has no boost left over, but that's a fantastic save initially. And Mawkzy creates an angle and scores after faking a dribble back into mid. That's a really good shot actually by Mawkzy. one quick touch back. He knew that Vatira was probably completely out of boost or very low in boost. Mawkzy fakes the dribble to midfield and then takes him out of the game. Bumped by Mawkzy, returned with some change by Vatira. His shot is not the best one though. Mawkzy's got an open net from distance. I think he's got it. Indeed he has. Well, after bumps either way, it's Mawkzy who comes out on top. Vatira just left the door open for him. And yeah, Mawkzy doesn't need any favors when it comes to comebacks. He's one of the most explosive players in the one's world. Nice timing on the challenge by Vatira there. Now he's got a chance to dribble the ball back. He's dispossessed him. Mawkzy's all over him though. Plays for the immediate shot. Vatira's equal to it. Now Vatira off the sidewall, looking to get his lead back up to 2. And he does, with a dunk underneath. That's a monster dunk from Vatira. Mawkzy hit this one pretty hard in defense. Vatira covered the angle to perfection. Exactly half the game left. Like I said earlier, this could give Mawkzy a bit of a tough group ahead of him. But he still has to play. Okay, he's faked him out pretty well here, hasn't he? Mawkzy completely outplays Vatira, causing him to flop all over the place. Yeah, Mawkzy's still got to play against Rally, who's been his all-time nemesis in 1v1. And he's still got to play against Rawas in this group, who has won the last 3 series that he's played against Mawkzy. Oh dear, Mawkzy's messed up his kickoff. Vatira doesn't care, he just puts it straight into the net. That's a failed speed flip by Mawkzy. And a really bad one. He didn't even have the possibility to recover. He was still flipping when Vatira slotted the ball past him. This is not the usual Game 5 ice we see from Mawkzy, and now Vatira's faked him successfully on the diagonal spawn. This is going to be very frustrating for Mawkzy. He's got to be so disciplined here. But if there's one player who can find ways back into the game with regards to possession, it's Mawkzy. Oh, he's tripped on the post here. Still trying to defend the near post shot. He just about does it with a post pinch. Oh, that would have been the most awkward and slow goal you've ever seen, but Mawkzy stopped it. Vatira too strong in the air. He's gone right through him again, and it's going to be 6. Well, heroic defense by Mawkzy, but it didn't last for long. Vatira's too strong there. Just goes right through him with the mid-air 50-50. And he's up by 3 with 1 minute and 46 to go. Unfortunately, a mistake-riddled game 5 for Mawkzy. Vatira has not given him many openings to work with. Top corner flick doesn't really give Mawkzy many counter-attacking chances, so you might be thinking, well, surely the other top corner was more open, but Vatira's just playing for the long game here. And that long game is an air dribble to the top corner that Mawkzy will not be able to save. 7-3. Vatira saving the best to last. Mawkzy might be able to sneak one back here. Goes for the mind game with the hook shot. Vatira's maintained his momentum though and actually stops Mawkzy from turning around and scoring here. Oh, well played by Vatira. Manages to keep the ball in the near post area. This is wasting so much of Mawkzy's valuable time. Mawkzy forced all in here. He needs to start taking even more and more risks. Here comes the latest of them. Air dribble from distance. Mawkzy's managed to slot the ball past Vatira there, but the goal evades him for now. Another heavy touch that's giving Vatira the ball. Vatira just making this awkward for Mawkzy. Delaying him for as long as he can. If a goal's going to happen, at least time has gone by, and a goal is not going to happen. Well, at least not for Mawkzy. It's going to be 8 for Vatira. Mawkzy drops GG's. Good luck. BG? What's BG's? I always thought BG was bad game, but that must be something else. Oh, it's my guy in French. Thank you, Ben. Bon garçon. Is that how you say it? Oh, yeah, GG. And GG's. Vatira takes down Mawkzy with a very impressive game 5. Sorry, I've accidentally unpaused the game there, but we're actually finished here. GG's. And Vatira says I'm the best French player. No cap. French ones player even. No cap. You guys got to see that before the... Alright, yeah, so we're back to see it after the overlay popped up.